Well, hello, I'm Sandy, and welcome to another day in Life with Sandy. Well, good morning. Today is Saturday, April 8th, and we have one birthday. Today is Dale Johnson's birthday. So Dale, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dale. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great birthday. You're the only one that let me know it was a birthday for him, for yourself today. So you're the only one that told me it was your birthday today. So you get to celebrate it all by yourself on my channel. But at home, I'm sure you'll have family and friends all around. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Look how nice it is out there. I got to go feed my birds because those feeders are almost empty. The squirrel has not been back since that day before yesterday. So I have to put some more corn. I have some corn cobs that I had bought at Lowe's. I have to fill his feeder so he'll stay away from the birds' feeder. But I think that once this, I think this is the last of my food that I have. Those big bully birds, I know they're blackbirds or whatever. I don't know, the red tip blackbirds. I call them bully birds because I like to feed the little birds because I think that the smaller you are in nature, the more you're attacked. So they overcome them. Although the big birds were afraid of the squirrel. I couldn't believe that. I would have thought that they would have pecked at them or something, but they stay clear. They stay completely clear. So I got to fill the feeders. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to weigh myself tomorrow or Monday. I haven't decided yet. Only because I've found out that we're not having ham tomorrow. I'm going to Danny's house for breakfast. He's making a French toast casserole. And then for dinner, I'm going to Cindy's house, which is Jimmy's first wife. We're still friends. I'm going to have Easter with David, Alyssa, and Cindy, and she's making a roast. So I don't see anything like a real salty meal. So tomorrow morning we'll make the decision. I like to weigh myself, well, now it would be 9:30 because I used to weigh at 10:30 before, but since we sprang forward, yeah, 9:30 would really be 10:30. So they just need to get one time. I'm tired of all this confusion on this. I really am. Although it's playing to my favor because on Wednesday, Sebastian and Oliver have a talent show and Jim has some kind of a meeting that he has to go to. And if it was dark, I wouldn't be able to drive by myself because I don't drive well at night. I acknowledge when I can and cannot drive. And I do not see well at night. And so I do not drive at night. If the way you can figure out how I see at night is, and I've said this before, this is how I see at night, is like when you watch a Christmas movie and they show all of the Christmas lights out of focus at the beginning of a movie and then they focus in so you can see how beautiful the lights are. I see them out of focus. I just see a lot of blobs, like red blobs from the tail lights, and it's scary. It's scary. So I know. I do know that when I reach a point where I have to turn in my keys and not drive my car anymore, I know that I will do that. It was a battle getting them from my mother. It really was. And then something happened. We'll never know. But I think my mother almost hit somebody. I really do. Because just one day she came home and handed me the keys and said, you know what? I think I'm done driving. Let's sell my car. So, you know when it's time. You really do know when it's time. But, and then I taped 80 for Brady because Denise, Mary, and I were going to go to the show to see it together like on a sister's afternoon, a Saturday afternoon. And it just never panned out between Mary being sick and then Denise having some issues with Kylie that she had to take care of medically. And she's fine. She's just fine. But it was just a lot of everything going on. And so we never got to the show. And then it was on MGM Plus last night. So I taped it. So Denise is going to come over this afternoon and we're going to watch it. Not the same experience as being in the show, but, you know, better than not seeing it at all. And going to watch a couple YouTube videos. I think I'm pretty much caught up. Joan and Edie have such beautiful churches. Oh my gosh, such beautiful churches. My church is so plain. It's just like, it's plain. It's just really, really, I can't even, I should have filmed it when I was there on Good Friday. I did start going back Ash Wednesday to Mass, to church. And I feel a lot better now that I'm doing that. But boring. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's the people don't want to work with the priest or the priest just doesn't want to, you know, do all the elaborate decorations. I remember, because he thinks like he's in the 50s type of a priest. And so our church kind of has the sound, you know, like the feel of going to the mass in the 50s. But I remember when I went to church in the 50s and I was just a small child, I remember that the church was always so pretty. There was always so many flowers on the altar and there was candles lit all around, and it was, ours just doesn't do that. But you don't go there for the atmosphere, although the atmosphere does help, I'll just say. But, so it was a pretty good crowd for the services yesterday, mostly older, but it was a nice service. It really was. I was glad I went. And then Danny and Brooke and Sebastian and Oliver came by last night, but I'd already done my video, and so I didn't film. I should have filmed, and I could have included it today, but I never thought of that. But they stayed for about an hour or so, and then they went out to dinner. And like I said, I got to go feed my birds. Denise's going to come over. Going to stay on plan. Still deciding if I'm going to weigh myself tomorrow or Monday. Monday, well, definitely. Whether I weigh myself tomorrow or Monday, I'm not going to show my weight until Monday at my meeting highlights. So you'll have to wait till Monday to see how I did. I'm really anticipating that I did really well. I really did. I think that what I concentrated so much is not so much on what I've accomplished in the last 7 weeks, because I really do feel I've accomplished a lot. I think I've learned to read my body cues. I've learned to recognize when I was really hungry or when I was eating out of boredom. I actually realized how much I did snack, because when I went to go have a snack, I thought, no, you can't do that. You said you weren't going to do that. So it came to the realization that I realized how much I snacked, and I kind of overcome that a little bit too. So I think that I do feel like I've accomplished a lot, but I think I've overcome so much more. I've overcome my fear of the scale. I still haven't decided if I'm going to weigh myself every week or not. I'm going to make that decision next week, you know, like when it's my normal weigh-in day. But I'm not going to go willy-nilly going back crazy to my old way of eating. I like the way I feel. I like the way I've been sleeping. I do know that yesterday I did some extra exercises that I don't normally do. And I had really bad leg cramps. I don't know if I overdid it yesterday at the gym, or if it was just a coincidence that I was a little bit dehydrated because I didn't really drink that much water yesterday like I normally do. And it was a combination of a lot of things, but oh my gosh, it was awful. It was like so painful. I get leg cramps every once in a while ever since I had my knee surgery, mostly in my upper thighs. I don't know if that's a part of aging or what, but it's so debilitating. It's just like, it hurts so bad and you want to stand up, but you can't stand up because you can't put any weight on that leg. And then I learned how to do some kind of like stretchy exercises when I'm sitting down to kind of stretch the muscle back into place, because it's more or less a muscle that's kind of going on a spasm. And then once I get up, I learned how to do some different leg exercises that kind of stretch it back into place. And then last but not least, I start to walk. When I first get my first leg cramp, I cannot walk. I just cannot walk. It's just... I just can't even describe how much pain I'm in when I have these leg cramps. And thankfully I don't get them that often. So, but I wouldn't recommend them. Let me tell you that. I would not recommend them. But, when I had my very first one was probably, because I had my first knee done in 2007 and my other one in 2008. I think my first really bad cramp was like in 2009. And oh my gosh, I thought, this is it. Like they did something wrong with the surgery, that one of the stitches snapped and the muscle snapped out of place or something like that. So I've been dealing with it for what, 13 years now? Is that 10? Is it 8, 15? No. Oh my gosh, 15 years. 8 from 20. Yeah, 15 years. I've been dealing with it for 15 years, but thankfully I don't get them that often. But when I do get them, oh my gosh, they're horrible. They're horrible. They're horrible, horrible. So I just have to remember to drink a lot more water, because I do find that when I drink more water, it seems to moisten up the muscles or something. It could all be in my mind. It really could just be all in my mind, but I don't know. But I just know that when I drink a lot of water, it seems to help. So I just have to remember that. But I did stop by the post office on my way back from church, and I got some mail. Couldn't let this day roll by. Look at the cute little bunny pushing the egg. Without a great big Easter high. Hello, family. Bernadette Peterson. Well, thank you, Bernadette. I just hard-boiled some eggs this morning, and I have some like Easter eggs, it looks like, because I don't know if it was like when they go through the machine where they dye them the white or if they clean them to make them white. I don't know. Joan at Joan's Pointed Plate, her eggs are all different colors. All different colors. But when you go to the store, they're always white. But the eggs I have they look like little Easter eggs because there's little stripes in them. Like a little brown. If I remember, I'll put a little clip here of my egg. Because it's just kind of weird. I know they're fine, but it's just kind of weird. I just thought, man, anyway, I don't know even why I brought that up. But anyway, I got another one. Ooh, chocolate. I am going to have a chocolate bunny tomorrow. I'm not going to eat the whole bunny tomorrow. I'll probably just eat the ears. But I am going to have some chocolate tomorrow. I know that for a fact. 2 out of 3 bunnies heard you're going to have a great Easter. Hope you all have a wonderful Easter. Nancy Who 52. Well, thank you, Nancy. I plan on having a good Easter, and I don't plan on going crazy. I really don't. I've told you I'm listening to my body cues. I'm listening to when my body says you're hungry, then I know it. And tomorrow is not so much about having candy or going off my fast or anything like that. It's just remembering that, Jesus rose on the cross, died on the cross and rose from the dead so that I could go to heaven. And he gives me so many blessings in life, and my family is my #1 blessing. You guys are my blessings too. I have more blessings in my life than anything detrimental. I really do. I mean, everybody has something in their life that they wish they didn't have. Like I wish I didn't have financial problems sometimes. I wish, my health was a little bit better, that I didn't have to take medication and that. But through it all, I have my faith. I have my family. I have you guys. The weight is the least of my issues. It really is the least of my issues. As long as I'm healthy enough to move around and take care of myself, the weight will come off as long as I follow my plan. And just realize that tomorrow is not the end, it's the new beginning, because that's what Easter is all about, a new beginning. And so it's on to the next phase of my journey. So stick with me. Let's see how I do on my next phase, because I have a feeling I'm going to rock it. I really do. So, okay, let me, if Denise comes by today, because she said she was, and we were going to watch the movie. If she does, I'll get her on camera. But if not, here's my food for the day. And I'm going to tell you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, breakfast today. We're going to have pancakes, bacon, a banana, a hard-boiled egg, cup of tea with some sugar-free syrup. My quote is, life is not so much what you have accomplished, it's how much you have overcome. For breakfast, I'm having pancakes, bacon, syrup, tea, bacon. Oh, I've got the bacon. Oh, banana. Tea, banana, and egg. Duh. That's my breakfast. Well, dinner tonight is peanut butter and jelly toast with egg and berries, cup of tea. I've written it down. Odd dinner, I realize. Just what I wanted.